Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the planner setup that I've got for 2018. You can see that I've changed it to a different cover. I'm one of those people who is creature of habit, so if I like something, I tend to stick to it. But there are definitely some changes that you haven't seen before. There are some inserts that used to work for me, but they don't work for me anymore. Therefore, I had to change them. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. So I will go ahead and show you my planner. As you can see, this traveler's notebook is made of leather. I made it myself. I painted the leather and it looks really nice. I think it's a bit too deep to my liking. Like, I wish the color was a bit more purple, but in certain lighting you can really see the purpleness of this traveler's notebook. It's a 3mm thick leather, so what I did is I bought this leather from eBay and cut it to size and made my traveler's notebook. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into this video. So when you open my traveler's notebook, you can see that I have got this plastic pouches. My friend Chantal gave it to me. Nothing really special apart from some trinkets I keep in here. My very first insert is my month on 2 pages, which is absolutely essential in my planning system. I cannot be without this insert because this kind of sets me in advance. Like, if I have any planning to do a month ahead or 2 months ahead, this is where all the information goes. This is where I write all my appointments and basically major dates, birthdays and so on. As you can see, I use my mini functional planner stickers a lot on this insert. I used to use my mini functional planner stickers on this insert and another insert, but it just got too much, so I streamlined it and I decided that I want to keep using my mini functional planner stickers only in this insert, because it's easy for me to spot when, say, my pet insurance is going or when our rent is going, and so on and so forth. I've got a little grid here where I can make any notes that I need to for the next year. As you can see, it's not filled in because there isn't anything to write on it. My favorite pen loop, always. I'm interchanging it between inserts. Like last year's insert, I took it off and put it in this insert because you can do that. So this is a folder. I made it myself. I made it 2 years ago and it's still going strong, so this is kind of cool that it is not falling apart. Right, so this is the new insert in my planner system. The reason why I had to change from my previous insert is because as much as it gave me enough space to plan for my weeks, it didn't give me enough space to, say, plan my meal plan and so on. Although I did make a video ages ago how I overcame that issue in that insert and not having to make a different insert. As much as I loved that method and that theory, it didn't last very long, as in I wasn't sticking to it, and I think when something like that happens, you know that that method is not working. Now I am in this insert, which I'm going to show you, is basically week on 2 pages. So I have designed this insert where I can assign tasks and I can meal plan, have a tracker, and also write any notes that I need to. And guess what? I've been using it since last week, so I realized that my old insert wasn't working, so I had to make a new one. So I did, and it has been going pretty well, to be honest. The reason why I like this insert is because on a Sunday I will sit down and basically meal plan. Or not even on a Sunday actually. I could sit down and basically decide what sort of meal I want to do for the next week. So this week I think I'll order from Asda on Thursday. So basically on Thursday I will actually go ahead and fill in this part of my insert for the next week. So I have the meal plan, and then according to my meal plan I can order the food on Thursday. I hope this insert helps me to stick to my meal plan because the last method didn't work for me that well. So this insert is fantastic for me for the moment, for the time being. I mean, this insert might not work for me in the future, so I then have to think about a different way to design an insert. By the way, if you guys are interested in this insert, I will make it available on my blog, samsamstation.com, and yeah, you can just go ahead and download this insert. Anyway, so that is the insert. This is the back of the folder. I have a stencil to draw flags when I'm bullet journaling. It comes handy sometimes. Sometimes I freestyle, sometimes I use a stencil. This is the other side of the pocket. Nothing fancy, you know, just page flags, some paper clips and some post-it notes. And I have this what do you call this, a card, I would say. I got it from Chantal. She knows how much I love cats, and I actually never took it out. Here is my dashboard. The dashboard has a sticky note where I write my latest to-do list. It's basically my master to-do list of the month, so it doesn't just relate to me, it relates with my family as well. This is my bullet journal. I have been in this insert for a very long time, and that is because, you know, some days I don't need to do bullet journaling or lightning decks or anything else, because week on 2 pages is actually sufficient enough for me to plan ahead and so on and so forth. But on days when I'm very busy, this insert comes really handy. You guys have probably seen me do lightning decks before. I've put so many pictures on Instagram. So yeah, sometimes I do lightning decks, and sometimes I will basically just do to-do list. I've also inserted some note papers for me to make any notes that I need to during my you know, lectures and stuff, but that doesn't apply anymore. Here is a non-bound insert. This is a project management insert that I actually benefit from. To be honest, I made it for my husband when he was working on some project, but then I realized that I could do with something like that in my planner. This is unbound, so I basically just put it in the string. I've just realized sometimes that I do my lightning decks from 6 a.m. till 12 a.m. Something like this. But you can see most of the time I don't plan around 6 a.m. because I'm not awake around that time. So a lot of the times on a lightning decks, you will see that my 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. is pretty much empty. So what I've done is I adapted it to start from 9 a.m. and finish at 12 a.m. So that has been working really well, and I've done several lightning decks like that. And because I've done that, I have a lot of space at the bottom where I can just write my gratitude list or journal a little bit. But yeah, so that is my whole planning system. These 3 inserts are the key to my planning and organizing. These are the ones that I value the most. These 3 inserts are there to help me get on with my days when it comes to passwords and close size and so on and so forth. So I won't go too much into detail. This is like a catch-all book for me. This insert is very important, and it has been living in my planner for 2 years, which is crazy. I've got movie list, TV show list, emergency numbers, and so on and so forth. So it has a lot of personal information in here, so I will not go into detail in this insert. This is another insert that I actually do brain dumping in, and also some other trinkets and stuff. For example, it's a bit personal, but I didn't mind showing it to you guys. I have lost a lot of weight, and one way I was losing a lot of weight is by keeping a track, and I didn't do it every day, but it was kind of nice to write the date and the weight I'm at. And as you can see towards the end, I lost about 25 pounds and so on. So that was kind of helpful and also motivating for me to carry on going, because I saw the numbers going down, and keeping it as a list helps with the dates as well. I tried carrying on doing that for another bit here. As you can see, my weight fluctuated. I gave up on my exercising, so I gained a bit more weight, but now I'm back on track around this sort of numbers. I dedicated a page for weight log again, but I haven't been keeping up with it because at the moment I am not concentrating on how much I weigh. It's more about how much I exercise and eat healthy. That's more like my goal. Okay, so apart from the weight log, I do any scrap sort of notes that I like to keep. For example, the scrap notes that I do over here, I can literally chuck it in the bin and not worry about it. Here are some of the information that I would like to keep for a long while. I do a lot of brain dumping. As you can see, a lot of idea goes on, some Christmas ideas and gift ideas. What else? Weight log again. Sometimes I try to write the calories I've eaten on the day. That didn't last very long because I didn't carry on doing it, so that means that system just does not work for me. To buy list, you know, not working because I didn't add so many things that I've already bought. At the moment I'm doing my brain dump here. These are the ideas for my YouTube videos that I am actually brainstorming on the go. If I come across any idea or I'm inspired by anything, I will probably write it down in this insert. So this insert is actually very important to me because it carries a lot of inspiration and some ideas for the future. So I like this insert, and usually I end up finishing this insert quite quickly, so I change it a lot, whereas this insert is permanent resident in my planner because it's not going anywhere. The final insert is kind of similar to this insert, this one here. I don't know why I created 2 inserts that has similar function, but hey ho, this has been here for 2 years as well. This holds information like information I find on the internet. Yeah, it's not personal information. These are information where I found on the internet I would like to refer back to anytime I need to. Right, so this is all my planner, and as you can see, this planner is not that chunky, but it's just the right amount of chunkiness. I don't like too chunky planners because sometimes I feel like you're carrying a brick, but this 6 insert here for me is perfect. It holds in my leather traveler's notebook really nicely. Alright guys, so that is my video. I hope you guys have seen some of the things that I've changed and learned something, or have taken something in. Maybe you got inspired by my new insert and want something similar. I will really try and make that insert available in my blog ASAP, so you guys can actually download it and start using it if you want to. Please make sure to visit my blog samsamstation.com. I have got several inserts there that are free to download, so you can just download it and use it for free. Especially inserts like month on 2 pages. It is undated, so you can just print and start using it straight away, and I love this insert. This is probably one of my favorite insert, and is, you know, it's just a basic insert, but it's so good. It's essential in everyone's planner. Please leave some comments down below. Any videos or anything you want to know, let me know. Maybe I'll do a Q&A video where you can ask me some personal questions, and maybe I will let you guys get me know a bit better. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.